Dive into the heart of Russia, Moscow, the capital and the largest city, pulsating with history, culture, and modernity. This sprawling metropolis, home to over 12 million people, is a testament to the nation's resilience and creativity. As the capital city, Moscow wields considerable influence over Russia's political, economic, and cultural life. It's a city where the past and the future coexist, creating a unique blend of traditional and modern elements. In the midst of it all, Moscow's historical significance is palpable. It's where the czars were crowned, revolutions were fought, and where the nation's destiny has been shaped time and again. The city's streets, buildings, and monuments tell tales of a rich and tumultuous history that spans over 8 centuries. But Moscow is more than just a historical spectacle. It's a city that's constantly evolving and growing. Today, it's a bustling hub of business and innovation, home to some of the world's largest corporations and most promising startups. Its skyline, a fascinating mix of towering skyscrapers and historic edifices, reflects the city's drive towards modernity, while still honoring its past. Culturally, Moscow is a powerhouse. It's the birthplace of countless literary and artistic geniuses, and its theaters, museums, and galleries are among the finest in the world. The city's vibrant music and art scene provide a creative pulse that's palpable in every corner of the city. Moscow's culinary landscape is as diverse as its population. From the hearty flavors of traditional Russian cuisine to the innovative dishes of its contemporary restaurants, the city offers a gastronomic journey like no other. But what truly sets Moscow apart is its spirit. It's a city that's been through it all: wars, revolutions, political upheavals, and yet it continues to thrive. Its people are resilient and proud, embodying a distinct blend of warmth, humor, and tenacity that's uniquely Russian. In essence, Moscow is a microcosm of Russia itself, a city that beautifully encapsulates the country's history, culture, and spirit, and continues to shape its future. Moscow, a city that never sleeps, is always ready to mesmerize with its grandeur. Unravel the pages of Moscow's rich and complex history. Let's journey back in time to the 12th century, to the humble beginnings of this now sprawling metropolis. The birth of Moscow, nestled on the banks of the Moskva River, is traditionally dated to 1147, when it was a small town under the Principality of Suzdal. Fast forward to the 14th century, Moscow had grown in prominence, becoming the political center of the Russian lands. It was Ivan the Terrible, who, in the 16th century, declared Moscow the capital of the new, unified Russian state, marking a pivotal moment in the city's history. The 17th and 18th centuries brought waves of change. Peter the Great moved the capital to St. Petersburg in 1713, yet Moscow retained its significance as the heart of Russian culture. It was during this period that the city began to modernize, with architectural marvels like the Kremlin and St. Basil's Cathedral gracing the cityscape. The 19th century saw Moscow evolve into a bustling industrial center. The city was replete with factories, railway networks, and a rapidly growing population. It was a period of great transformation, but also one of unrest. The social and economic disparities of the industrial age culminated in the Revolution of 1917, a turning point that ushered in the era of Soviet Russia. Under Soviet rule, Moscow regained its status as the capital and underwent massive urban planning projects. From the grandeur of the Moscow Metro to the towering Seven Sisters skyscrapers, the city was reshaped in the image of Soviet ideals. Fast forward to the present day, Moscow is a vibrant global city. It's a place where the past and the present coexist, where ancient churches stand alongside gleaming skyscrapers, and where tradition blends seamlessly with modernity. Thus, Moscow stands as a living testament to Russia's vibrant past. From a small town on the Moskva River to a bustling capital that has played a central role in global history, Moscow's journey is a fascinating tale of resilience, transformation, and evolution. And the city continues to write its history, one day at a time. Behold the architectural wonders that define Moscow's skyline. The city of Moscow is not just Russia's political and economic heart, but also a canvas where centuries of architectural creativity unfolds. The intricate blend of styles tells a story of the city's past and present, etched in stone and steel. Let's journey into the heart of the city, where the mighty Kremlin stands. This fortified complex, steeped in history, is a testament to Moscow's political power. Its towers and walls, a blend of Byzantine and Russian architecture, have watched over the city since the 15th century. Within the Kremlin walls lie cathedrals and palaces, each a marvel in its own right. The Grand Kremlin Palace, with its golden domed roof and ornate facade, is a perfect example of the Russian revival style. Stepping out of the Kremlin, we find ourselves in the Red Square, Moscow's historic epicenter. The square is home to one of Moscow's most recognizable landmarks, St. Basil's Cathedral. This riot of colors and shapes, with its 8 chapels spiraling towards the sky, is a unique display of Russian architecture. Built in the 16th century, the cathedral is a symbol of Moscow's resilience and endurance. Another architectural gem in the city is the Moscow State University. This majestic building, one of the Seven Sisters skyscrapers, towers over the city's skyline. Its Gothic-inspired design is a nod to the city's architectural evolution in the mid-20th century. Moscow's architecture isn't just about the old. The cityscape is punctuated with modern structures, such as the spiraling Evolution Tower and the Mercury City Tower, the tallest building in Europe. These contemporary marvels reflect Moscow's stride into the future, while still keeping its past in sight. From the ancient walls of the Kremlin to the gleaming spires of modern skyscrapers, Moscow's architecture is a visual narrative of its history, culture, and aspirations. Each structure, each landmark, adds a unique brushstroke to the city's vibrant architectural portrait. These architectural marvels are much more than mere buildings. They are symbols of Moscow's enduring spirit. Immerse in the cultural tapestry of Moscow, a city that breathes art and literature. A metropolis where every corner whispers tales of its rich cultural heritage. Moscow, the heart of Russia, has been a cradle of creativity and intellectual thought, leaving an indelible imprint on the world's cultural landscape. Let's delve into the literary legacy of Moscow. This city has been the muse for countless authors and poets who have woven narratives that resonate with readers across the globe. From the poignant prose of Leo Tolstoy to the riveting verses of Alexander Pushkin, Moscow's literary contributions are as diverse as they are profound. The city's literary spirit continues to thrive, with bookstores and literary cafes dotting its streets, and literature festivals bringing bibliophiles together. But Moscow's cultural tapestry isn't woven with literature alone. The city's music scene is a harmonious blend of classical and contemporary. The resounding notes of Tchaikovsky's symphonies echo in the grand halls of the Bolshoi Theater, while the pulsating beats of modern music genres reverberate in trendy clubs and concert venues. Moscow's music is a testament to its ability to preserve its rich heritage while embracing the new. Visual arts, too, play a significant role in shaping Moscow's cultural identity. The city is a treasure trove of artistic brilliance, from the iconic masterpieces housed in the State Tretyakov Gallery to the vibrant street art that adorns its urban landscape. Moscow's art scene is a living, breathing entity, constantly evolving and reflecting the city's dynamic spirit. The influence of Moscow's cultural heritage is palpable in every facet of city life. It's in the grandeur of its architecture, the rhythm of its music, the depth of its literature, and the vibrancy of its visual arts. This rich cultural tapestry lends Moscow its unique character, making it a city that's as captivating as it is complex. Moscow's cultural heritage is a vibrant palette, painting a picture of its soul. It's a city that invites you to lose yourself in its art, literature, and music, promising a journey that's as enriching as it is enlightening. Experience the pulse of modern Moscow, a global hub of business and innovation. As the capital city of one of the world's most significant nations, Moscow is not just a heartland of rich culture and history. It's also a vibrant, bustling center of business, technology, and economic activity. Today, Moscow stands as a beacon of progress, a testament to the resilience and ambition of its people. In the heart of Moscow, you'll find the Moscow International Business Center, known as Moscow City. This skyscraper-filled district is a symbol of Russia's economic might, housing some of the country's largest corporations and offering a panoramic view of the city's skyline that's nothing short of spectacular. Moscow is also a city that's embraced the digital age. It's become a hub for technological innovation, with tech giants and startups alike calling it home. From cutting-edge software development to advancements in artificial intelligence, Moscow is at the forefront of the tech revolution. And let's not forget about the city's role in the global economy. As one of the largest city economies in Europe, Moscow plays a vital part in the world's financial framework. It's a city where business thrives, where ideas come to life, and where the future is being shaped every day. But Moscow's modernity is not just about business and technology. It's also reflected in the city's infrastructure, education, and lifestyle. The city boasts a world-class metro system, renowned universities, and a vibrant nightlife scene that caters to the city's dynamic population. Despite its rapid transformation, Moscow has managed to maintain a delicate balance between its past and the future. Among the city's glass and steel structures, you'll still find historical landmarks and cultural institutions, serving as reminders of the city's rich heritage. Moscow is a city that's always on the move, always evolving. It's a place where tradition meets innovation, where history meets the future. It's a city that's not just keeping pace with the world, but setting the pace. Modern Moscow stands tall, embracing the future while cherishing its past. Savor the taste of Moscow, a culinary journey into the heart of Russia. In Moscow, the fusion of history and culture is best experienced through its cuisine. From traditional Russian dishes to innovative culinary creations, Moscow's food scene is a feast for the senses. Begin your gastronomic adventure with borscht, a hearty beetroot soup that warms the soul even in the coldest of Russian winters. This vibrant dish, served with a dollop of sour cream and a sprinkle of fresh dill, is a staple in many Moscow homes and restaurants. Move on to pelmeni, small parcels of dough filled with minced meat, fish, or mushrooms. This versatile dish can be served boiled, fried, or in a soup, and is a favorite comfort food among Muscovites. But Moscow's cuisine isn't just about tradition, it's also about innovation. Contemporary Moscow chefs are taking Russian classics and giving them a modern twist, like beetroot tartare or borscht in a glass. These culinary creations are a testament to the city's dynamic food scene, where respect for tradition meets a passion for innovation. Food isn't just sustenance in Moscow, it's a way of life. The city's numerous food festivals, like the Moscow Gastronomic Festival, are a testament to this. These events showcase the diversity and creativity of Moscow's culinary scene and are a must-visit for any food lover. And let's not forget the importance of tea in Russian culture. A day in Moscow isn't complete without a chai break. Whether it's a simple cup of black tea or a lavish samovar tea party, tea time is a cherished tradition that brings people together. When it comes to dining in Moscow, it's not just about the food, but also the experience. From dining in historic buildings to enjoying a meal with a view of the Kremlin, the city offers a variety of unique dining experiences that make every meal memorable. In Moscow, every meal tells a story, a narrative of tradition and taste. So, as you explore the city's iconic landmarks and immerse yourself in its rich culture, don't forget to savor the flavors of Moscow, because, as they say, the way to a city's heart is through its stomach. Discover the green oases amidst the urban jungle, Moscow's parks. These verdant spaces, nestled within the city's expansive concrete sprawl, serve as serene sanctuaries for both locals and visitors alike. Among them, Gorky Park and Tsaritsino Park stand out as popular destinations. Gorky Park, named after the famous Russian author Maxim Gorky, offers a blend of leisurely strolls, iconic sculptures, and vibrant flower beds. Meanwhile, Tsaritsino Park, with its grand palace, ornate bridges, and lush landscapes, feels like stepping into a Russian fairy tale. But these parks are more than just spaces for relaxation. They are the beating heart of the city's recreational and social life. hosting concerts, festivals, and outdoor activities throughout the year. They are places where Muscovites gather to celebrate, to contemplate, or simply to breathe in the fresh air. In the heart of Moscow's hustle and bustle, its parks offer a tranquil retreat. Look ahead into Moscow's future, a city in constant evolution. This vibrant metropolis is not just steeped in history and culture, it is also a city that looks forward, constantly adapting and evolving. However, like any mega-city, Moscow faces its own set of challenges. Urbanization, a global phenomenon, has its own implications here. As the city expands, it grapples with issues of housing, transportation, and infrastructure. But Moscow, with its spirit of resilience, is taking these challenges head-on. Initiatives are underway to enhance the city's infrastructure, making it more efficient, sustainable, and conducive to its growing population. Another challenge that Moscow confronts is environmental sustainability. The city's rapid growth and development have raised concerns about its impact on the environment. But Moscow is not turning a blind eye to these issues. Instead, it is pioneering initiatives to mitigate its environmental footprint. The city is investing in green energy, promoting waste management, and creating more green spaces, all in an effort to build a sustainable future. And let's not forget the technological advancements. Moscow is fast becoming a hub for technological innovation. From smart city projects to the burgeoning startup scene, Moscow is embracing the digital age with open arms. The city is not just adapting to the technological revolution, it's actively shaping it. Moscow's future also lies in the hands of its people, the Muscovites. Their energy, creativity, and resilience are the city's greatest assets. They are the ones who will continue to shape Moscow's destiny, ensuring it remains a vibrant, dynamic city. And so, as we look to the future, we see a city that is not daunted by its challenges, but rather sees them as opportunities for growth and evolution. Moscow's spirit, its resilience, and its constant drive towards progress are what will propel it into the future. With an eye on the future, Moscow continues its journey, embracing challenges as opportunities for growth. The city's story is far from over. In fact, the next chapter is just beginning.